Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will study about the time response analysis for second order system. In last session we have studied about the first order system time response analysis. So for the second order system, we have considered one second order system where R of S is our input signal and we have take one second order equation for unity feedback system, means the value of feedback system is 1, and for the negative feedback system, so for that we have to write the transfer function. So the closed loop transfer function is equal to ratio of output upon input is equal to G of S upon 1 plus G of S H of S. Here H of S is equal to 1. So put the value of G of S omega n square upon S plus 2 zeta omega n upon 1 plus omega n square S in bracket S plus 2 zeta omega n. Bracket complete. Now simplify this equation. You can get omega n square upon S square plus 2 zeta omega n S plus omega n square. So this is the final transfer function of this block diagram, where here two unknown term is given. The first is zeta. Zeta is known as the damping factor, and the function of the zeta, it is oppose the oscillation of the system. Now in this system, if this is the fixed value and here the number of oscillation is given, where the number of oscillation is greater, the system becomes unstable. So the function of zeta is to oppose the number of oscillation. Now what is omega n? Omega n is known as the natural frequency. Okay, so this is the second order system of this block diagram. Now next one is apply unit step response of a second order system. So for that, unit step input R of S is equal to 1 by S. So we can get C of S is equal to omega n square upon S square plus 2 zeta omega n S plus omega n square into R of S. So we can get C of S is equal to omega n square S into S square 2 zeta omega n S plus omega n square. Okay, now if we rewrite this term, we can get S square plus 2 zeta omega n S plus omega n square is equal to S square plus 2 zeta omega n S plus zeta square omega n square minus zeta square omega n square plus omega n square. We can add this term zeta square omega n square and we can subtract this term. Now, so the equation will become S plus zeta omega n whole square minus here omega n square common in bracket 1 minus zeta square. So C of S is equal to, we can write this like this, A upon S using partial fraction plus Bs plus C S plus zeta omega n square minus omega n square one minus zeta square. Here we can take plus omega n square, so it is the plus omega n square 1 minus zeta square. So this is the partial fraction of this output equation. Now first of all we have to find the value of A, B and C. So for that we can get so using partial fraction we have to find the value of A, B and C. So for that we can equate the term of numerator. So we can get omega n square is equal to A in bracket S plus zeta omega n square plus omega n square 1 minus zeta square plus S Bs plus C. Now simplify this equation and equate with omega n square. Here S square and S term will missing, so simplify and equate this. We can get A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1 and C is equal to minus 2 zeta omega n. So final equation will become C of S is equal to 1 by S minus S plus 2 zeta omega n upon S plus zeta omega n square plus omega n square 1 minus zeta square. Now this equation will be written like this. C of S is equal to 1 by S minus S plus zeta omega n upon S plus zeta omega n square plus omega n square 1 minus zeta square minus zeta omega n square plus omega n square 1 minus zeta square. Simplify this equation, we can get this type of term. Now put omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square, it is omega d. Now what is the omega d? It is the damped frequency. Okay, so we can get C of S is equal to 1 by S minus S plus zeta omega n upon S plus zeta omega n whole square plus omega d square minus zeta omega n upon S plus zeta omega n whole square plus omega d square. Now rearrange the C of S equation, because we can get the inverse Laplace of the C of S. So rearrange C of S, we can get C of S is equal to 1 by S plus zeta omega n as it is upon S plus zeta omega n square plus omega d square minus, here zeta omega n is given. So zeta omega n we can multiply with omega d and divide by omega d. So what we can get? S plus zeta omega n square plus omega d square. Okay, now taking inverse Laplace. Why we rearrange the term? Because there is no direct equation for this C of S equation, so we can rearrange the terms. So inverse Laplace of C of S is equal to C of t. 1 by S, the inverse Laplace of 1 by S is equal to 1 minus the inverse Laplace of this term is e raised to minus zeta omega n t cos omega d minus, here this term is constant, so zeta omega n upon omega d into the inverse Laplace of this term is e raised to minus zeta omega n t sin omega d t. So 1 minus, we can take e raised to minus zeta omega n t term constant, so in bracket cos omega dt plus zeta omega n upon omega d is equal to omega n 1 minus zeta square. So sin omega dt, here the omega n term cancel, so we can get 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n t in bracket cos omega dt plus zeta upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt. Okay, so simplify this equation, we can get 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n t upon under root of 1 minus zeta square in bracket under root of 1 minus zeta square cos omega dt plus zeta sin omega dt. So this is the inverse Laplace form. Now we have to find the value of zeta and under root of 1 minus zeta square. So for that we can apply the trigonometric theorem. Suppose here angle is theta and this is the zeta and the second is 1 minus zeta square, so here we can get 1. So here sin theta is equal to under root of 1 minus zeta square upon 1, and cos theta is equal to zeta. Tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta means under root of 1 minus zeta square upon zeta. So put the value of zeta and under root of 1 of zeta in this equation, we can get C of t is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega and t upon under root of 1 minus zeta square, as it is now in bracket. It is under root of 1 minus zeta square, so is equal to sin theta into cos omega dt plus, here zeta is given, so zeta is equal to cos theta sin omega dt. So we can get 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n t upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt plus theta. This is the equation for sin theta, cos omega dt plus cos theta sin omega dt, where omega d is equal to omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square and theta is equal to tan inverse under root of 1 minus zeta square upon zeta. So final equation of second order system is equal to C of t is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n t upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square t plus tan inverse under root of 1 minus zeta square upon zeta. Okay, so this is the final second order transfer function equation. In next session, we have derived the second order system for different value of the zeta. Thank you everyone.